Genghis Khan stands as one of the most renowned figures in history, his name synonymous with tales of conquest and the vast Mongol Empire. Countless narratives recount his military prowess and the enduring legacy of his reign. In this piece, we delve into the life of Genghis Khan, often revered as the conquering emperor. In the history, nomadic tribes inhabited the Mongolian steppe, sustaining themselves through herding and hunting, migrating between grasslands as the seasons changed. However, life on the steppe was harsh, with livestock susceptible to disease, starvation, and erratic weather, while resources such as water were scarce. These conditions often led to conflict, as clans competed for survival resources, sometimes resorting to raids on settled societies bordering the steppe to acquire wealth, livestock, slaves, and goods. Such an environment fostered a culture centered on martial prowess and physical strength among the nomadic clans. From a young age, children honed their skills in horseback riding and archery, essential for both combat and hunting. Nomadic warriors gained renown for their exceptional horsemanship and marksmanship, ensuring that all able-bodied men between the ages of 15 and 60 could be mobilized for warfare when needed. In this society, leadership was earned through military prowess, with the clan leader being the most skilled warrior capable of leading their clan to victory and safeguarding them from rival clans. Lineage held secondary importance compared to military ability in determining leadership within nomadic society. Despite their considerable military might, nomadic armies primarily engage in plunder rather than sustained warfare, rendering them undisciplined and inferior to the well-trained and professional forces of settled states, such as China. Nomadic tribes on the steppe often remained divided, making it challenging to assemble large armies. Additionally, they faced equipment shortages due to the absence of centralized manufacturing processes and standardized equipment. Overall, nomadic clans pale in comparison to settled states when considering broader aspects. This explains why, despite their formidable combat capabilities, nomadic clans struggled to assert dominance over China for millennia, with exceptions occurring only during periods of crisis within the Chinese court or under the leadership of exceptionally talented and strong leaders who unified the Mongolian steppe. However, the course of Mongolian and global history shifted in the late 12th and early 13th centuries with the emergence of a figure who unified the nomadic Mongol clans. This individual, who later became known as the conquering emperor, Genghis Khan, altered the landscape of Mongolia and the world at large. Destitute childhood. Genghis Khan, originally named Temujin, was the son of a Mongol chieftain named Yesugei and his wife, Hoelun. He was born near the Deliun Boldak area close to the present-day Onon River. Historians continue to debate the precise year of his birth, but the consensus suggests it occurred around 1162. In Mongolian, the name Temujin translates to blacksmith. Temujin acquired this name as his father had recently returned triumphant from battle, having captured an enemy named Temujin. According to Mongol tradition, Temujin was named after this captive as a symbol of victory. Legend has it that upon Temujin's birth, he clenched a blood clot in his hand, foretelling a future of warfare and conquest as he ascended to power, waging war across numerous lands and territories. At the age of 8, Temujin's life took a significant turn when his father, Yesugei, arranged a betrothal for him with Berta, the daughter of an influential chieftain from the Ongirat tribe. Despite the strategic advantages promised by this union, Yesugei's journey back home ended tragically when he was poisoned by a group of Tatars, ultimately succumbing to his illness. Yesugei's death threw his people, comprising various clans, including the Borjigin and Taichiud, into turmoil. With Temujin and his older brother Bader considered too young to lead, tensions within the family escalated. Matters worsened when Temujin and Kasar, amidst disputes over inheritance and hunting spoils, ambushed and killed Bader. Although this act was omitted from official records, it is documented in the secret history, which also highlights Hualun's reproach of her sons. Surprisingly, Bader's brother Belgute refrained from seeking revenge and allied himself with Temujin and Kasar. Additionally, Temujin formed a strong bond with Jamuka, another noble youth, cemented by the traditional oath of Mongol blood brothers. As Temujin navigated the complexities of his family dynamics and forged alliances, his journey towards becoming Genghis Khan, the legendary conqueror, began to take shape. Despite facing capture on multiple occasions, he found refuge with individuals like Sorkin Shira and Bo Orchu, who played significant roles in his life and eventual rise to power. Rise to power. The year 1180 marks Temujin's official entry into the political landscape of the Mongolian steppe, marked by his victory over the Merkit clan. As Temujin's influence grew, he garnered more followers, including those who had previously abandoned his family. This surge in power led to a rift between Temujin and his friend Jamuka, who grew wary of his increasing strength. In 1186, supported by numerous other clans, Temujin declared himself Khan of the Mongols and began challenging rival powers on the steppe. Seeing Temujin as a threat, Jamuka launched a surprise attack with 30,000 troops, defeating Temujin at Jalal-ad-din, forcing him to flee and seek refuge. For the next decade, from 1186 to 1196, Temujin's whereabouts remained shrouded in mystery, leading historians to dub this period Genghis Khan's 10 Missing Years. However, in 1196, Temujin resurfaced when the Jin state enlisted him and Togrul to quell the rising strength of the Tatar clan. After their victory, Temujin was appointed 100 protectors, while Togrul became King Khan, prompting speculation that they sought refuge in the Jin state after their defeat at Jalal-ad-din. By 1201, Temujin had re-emerged as a dominant force on the steppe, prompting opposition from factions like the Taishiyud, Tatars, Naimans, and Merkids, who rallied behind Jamuka as Khan in an anti-Temujin alliance. However, Temujin decisively defeated Jamuka, solidifying his reputation and paving the way for further conquests. Subsequently, he joined forces with Togrul to wage war against remaining adversaries, exhibiting ruthless vengeance upon defeating the Tatar clan, an act that left a lasting imprint on his legacy. Unification of Mongolia. Following 1203, Temujin emerged as the dominant figure on the steppe, securing decisive victories, vanquishing the Naiman people at the Battle of Kelgate in 1204 and annihilating the Merkids people at the Battle of Karadai Hujaur in the same year. In 1206, Temujin convened a gathering at the Onon River's source to formally announce the unification of Mongolia, christening the realm as the Great Mongol State. Opting not to adopt the title of Khan, Temujin sought a distinctive epithet to underscore his superiority over his predecessors. Henceforth, Temujin proclaimed himself Genghis Khan, signifying Khan of all, and initiated a series of sweeping political and military overhauls across his nascent empire, dividing Mongolia into three principal divisions: left, right, and middle. Genghis Khan established the empire's largest administrative and military units. Each division comprised smaller units organized on a decimal system. At the helm of the state stood Genghis Khan, flanked by a cadre of elite officers wielding pivotal roles in both politics and the military. His four sons assumed key positions known as the Four-Pillar Kingdoms. Yochi oversaw hunting due to his proficiency in archery. Chagatai strictly followed the rules and traditions and took care of the law. Ogede was peaceful and talented in management, so he handled administrative work. Tolui, despite being the youngest, demonstrated exceptional military prowess, assuming responsibility for military operations. Furthermore, Genghis Khan undertook measures to dismantle the religious authority of the shamans, gradually positioning himself as the spiritual leader of the Mongols. Utilizing the Uyghurs' character table, he devised Mongolian script, from which the Yasa code was formulated. In terms of military strategy, Genghis Khan commanded a formidable, albeit relatively compact force that had honed its skills through decades of conflict. Additionally, Genghis Khan spearheaded numerous progressive reforms, evolving the Mongol army into the preeminent war machine of its era.